Subscribe and send us an email or a direct message on Instagram with what you want us to research and cover in the next video. Remember, one video a week is chosen by the community. Meld is the first DeFi, non-custodial, banking protocol on the Cardano blockchain, a next-generation blockchain delivering fast, safe, and cost-effective infrastructure for a new generation of DeFi. It is the first project that allows you to borrow cash to spend with a card, as it is the first that used ISPO. Its goal is to enable anyone to securely lend or get loans with both crypto and fiat currencies from anywhere, and in a simple manner while staking your Meld tokens for good yearly rewards. Meld wants to then offer services like a normal bank, but without credit line checks and with much lower interests, something that has gone up a lot in the past years with the current financial banking system. Meld wants first of all to bank the unbanked and help these countries that do not have these services. They are planning, in fact, to bring over 2 billion users on board and reveal an over $1 trillion market potential. I have been following this project since few months, and there is a reason why I am bringing it to your attention now. Let's start from the beginning to see why we should keep an eye on this project and what it has unique. Meld is based in Singapore, and it has been founded in 2021 by Ken Alling and Hai Nguyen Quandt. They were the first to launch their token in different way, a fair initial stake pool offering that took place in October and attracted over $1 billion in contributions in less than 3 months, and they also had a private sale. We will see more in details this shortly. The initial stake pool offering, it is different from other launch methods. Here, ADA holders can basically keep their ADA, but stake in the assigned pools, with no time lock, in order to receive as rewards not ADA as usual but Meld tokens. On the other side, Meld would keep the ADA rewards to fund the development. After Meld, many projects on Cardano used the initial stake pool offering method to launch their projects and their tokens. Meld allows to get loans based on collateral that you deposit, like Bitcoin, ADA, Meld, and others. So you will have to deposit, for example, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in order to be eligible to borrow $500 in a fiat currency. You can slowly pay it back on your own terms, and you will have a very competitive interest to pay back. This will work through their applications, available on browser, as on both iOS and Android devices. And to spend the borrowed fiat currency, you will have a debit card, or you can withdraw your funds and move it where you like. Meld aims to solve a major problem. You can hold your crypto assets without ever selling them and trigger a tax event. Borrow money against them and slowly pay it back over time. They then offer also credit line, which works exactly the same way with collaterals, and you get an interest only on the funds you use. Here you can see the team behind this project. Initially, it was composed of 25 members in 2021, and now they are over 40 members, which is quite a lot of people working on it, and it can only be positive and help giving more trust into this project, which is in its absolute infancy of its development. They have different big partnerships. This includes Sunday Swap, one of the biggest decentralized exchanges on Cardano supported by IOHK. World Mobile, a blockchain-based solution to empower a sharing economy for telecommunications infrastructure with the goal of bringing online billions of users. This is in partnership with IOHK2. We have seen starting from Cardano and many other projects building on the blockchain, moving forward with big partnerships and collaborations, even with governments in Africa, to activate more of these economies on a digital form and value it more on a global scale. Meld 2 is moving into this direction. Lastly, they have partnered with Anegra to build a cross-chain future and connect to Polygon ecosystem. They will in fact enable EGX token to be used on Meld and so on the Cardano network. This can be used as collateral to be able to borrow into the Cardano ecosystem. On the other side, on the Polygon ecosystem, EGX holders can provide liquidity into the Meld's lending markets as collateral to borrow on the Polygon blockchain. If we have a look on DeFi Llama, Meld is the fourth project with $4 million worth in total value locked, and this is just from what is on stake as the platform needs to launch its other features. Sunday Swap is slightly above Meld, but with the decentralized app fully working, with many different pools to lock funds. So when Meld will launch different features, will probably go higher above it, and so the price will likely increase. In my opinion, it's quite impressive that Meld has such a big support and so much on staking, considering it is just in its early stages and it still has to fully launch its features, so it looks very promising. Before we continue, I just want to clarify something that you might have forgotten. We only do educational entertainment, and my job here, it is not to be your financial advisor. So please do your own researches before investing. If we have a look at their roadmap, now in Q2 they are working on the automatic bridge, which is the one we just mentioned in collaboration with Inegra, and they should release it this month or next month. In Q1 they launched the Volume 1 of their app as they launched their token. Next quarter they will upgrade and enable lending and borrowing cryptocurrency only on a testnet. They will then enable also variable staking. Now you can just stake with a 6 months lockup period. From next quarter, you will be able to stake in a more flexible way, so probably without a lockup period, exactly like Cardano works. They have also planned to enable voting with staking, so who will have Meld on stake will be allowed to vote on new proposals for the project. Towards the end of the year, they will release lending and borrowing crypto on the mainnet. They will launch the Volume 2 of the automatic bridge for an always improved cross-chain experience. Lastly, they will also enable, first on a testnet, the lending and borrowing feature crypto to fiat. Starting from this and next month, we will see constantly upgrades of the decentralized app with many integrations and many features being added. I believe they also have a lot of marketing planned, which will drive much more attention to the project. If we have a look at their tokenomics, Meld is the multi-purpose utility token of the ecosystem. The protocol has a fixed supply of 4 billion Meld tokens with deflationary mechanisms of buybacks and liquidity pool yield, and it is distributed like that. 30% is allocated to the private sale, 23% allocated to the initial stake pool offering. The rewards for the private sale get slowly distributed from day 1 on launch of the token, as well as the rewards for the initial stake pool offering. Team allocation represents 17.5% and 9.6% it is for partnerships and foundation. These will have a lockup period of 9 months, until September, to then slowly be released over a year period of time. The remaining 20% is allocated to the protocol's liquidity and rewards, which will slowly be released over the coming years. All the supply will reach its maximum supply over 10 years. If you want to buy the token, you can buy it on different decentralized exchanges like Muesli or SundaySwap, or you can get it on centralized exchanges like BuyTrue. In the future, we will probably have more options if they get listed on different exchanges. But at the moment, the best way it is probably through SundaySwap, where it has the highest volume. The token is worth 0.1058 ADA at the moment. It has 1 billion tokens in circulation. It has a market cap of $85 million and a fully diluted market capitalization of $300 million roughly if all the supply would be released, which will happen in a few years. The token had a peak to reach 0.24 ADA per token at launch, to then go down significantly in the weeks after that. In January, it has been in this range for more than a month now, between 0.10 and 0.13. And seems like it has a strong support around this area, so it might be a good point to start buying or to accumulate more. However, it can go lower, especially if the market is unstable as it is at the present, and everything depends on Bitcoin. Personally, I did sell some around 0.16 area, and around this area I am buying back again to dollar cost average lower. In the future, I will definitely sell some that goes back above 0.15 to lower my entry price, but if it goes lower, I am going to buy more at lower levels, as I think it is undervalued at the moment. If you want to follow them, they have a lot of different channels on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, or many community groups in different languages on Telegram. However, if you want to stay up to date, I would recommend to read their articles on Medium or follow the most active channel, which is probably their main Twitter account, where they share when they do events with the team members, in which you can interact and ask your questions. And don't forget to subscribe to our page to have updates regularly on different projects at the right time with no delays.